Good morning, everyone, or good evening, good lunch, depending on where you are in the world. Welcome to BSC News Live. Today we have a rather special event, a special stream, where we'll be looking at the BNB Chain Project Spotlight projects. There's three of them that we're going to be looking at today, and we're supposed to be starting sort of looking through them at around 5:25 p.m. However, we might start a little bit earlier because I think a few of them might be ready, which would be, we sort of leap right into it. However, as you can probably see from the title, first one up is PIP, or PIP, then Magic Square, and also Ultiverse. What I was going to do quickly is just sort of, give an overview of them and also just sort of show you them on screen. So in no particular order, we'll just begin very briefly with PIP. This is just before we get representatives from the project on as well. Anyway, I'm just going to share my screen quickly. And there we go. Going to make it a little bit better. There we are. Yeah. So first project up we're going to be speaking to is PIP, shaping the future of payments. And our editorial team as well have been very kind and prepared questions for these projects as well. So 3 questions each, and we'll be talking, to them and seeing what they have to offer. We have obviously done events in the past where we've had all the projects at the same time. However, it turns into not necessarily chaotic, but just going round a circle and asking each one in turn. So we decided perhaps to focus on one project at a time, and sort of give them the spotlight, because they are the BNB Chain Spotlight projects. Anyway, the first project up that we have speaking is called PIP, which should, again, I'm not going to say too much about them. We'll explore them, obviously, when they come on. And thank you for everyone in the comments who is a fan of PIP as well. That is great to see. So first one up is PIP. Next one, let me share this tab, is Ultiverse. And I'm just going to refresh the website, sort of get this little intro clip as well, because it's quite impressive. So yeah, obviously the graphics and pretty much everything here look very polished. It reminds me a little bit of Destiny to an extent. So that'll be very interesting as well to talk to them and see what they have to offer. Obviously, they're building on Unreal Engine, which arguably is the cutting edge of computer gaming graphics, that sort of thing. And then lastly, we're going to have up Magic Square. Their website is magic.store. So I only said we're going to have up Magic Store. But yeah, Magic Square. So here they are. And yeah, we're going to be speaking to these. This project, which again should be very interesting. I might actually just see if we're ready to rock and roll. So I think it was actually Albert from PIP. So the timings that we've discussed with the projects to come on and speak loosely are around 5:25 for PIP, 5:40 from Magic Square, and 5:55 for Ultiverse. However, PIP are literally here waiting to come in now. So, Pip, if it's okay with you, let me know otherwise in the next sort of 10 seconds or so. If it's not, it would be great to have you up. So I think I'll take that as a yes. I'm just going to triple check that all the time is correct. Yep, Pip, Albert, here we go. Fingers crossed, all this organisation has worked out. Albert, hello, how are you?
Hello, nice to meet you.
Fantastic. Well, thank you for being here. Wonderful to have you here. And are you okay starting a little bit early so we can, perhaps spend a little bit more time and get into, what is PIP?
Yeah, okay, let's talk about the introduction of the PIP. So First of all, my name is Albert. So I'm currently working as a product manager at PIP. So, so the PIP project started in 2021 with the goal of building a seamless and user-friendly cryptocurrency payment platform for the masses. We realized that while the adoption of the cryptocurrency was growing, but there were still significant barriers preventing its widespread use as a mean of payment. So these barriers includes technical complexity, price volatility, and the lack of infrastructure. So to address these issues, PIP developed a suite of products that enable users to um, seamlessly transact with cryptocurrencies across the Web2 ecosystem. The PIP team has extensive experience in blockchain technology, payments, and user experience design, which has helped them to create products that are both technically robust and easy to use. So our team continuously develop new products and features, such as the PIP browser extension and the PIP button, with the goal of making it easier for businesses and individuals to adopt cryptocurrency payments. And overall, the PIP project is driven by the mission to empower individuals and businesses to transact seamlessly and securely using cryptocurrency as a means of payments. Yep.
Fantastic. Yeah, no, thank you very, very much. Yeah, a great introduction, great overview. Before I start asking my questions at all, is there anything else you'd like to add on to that? Or am I okay to start asking you a few questions that our editorial team have prepared?
Let's get straight to the question. So, because there are so many
Fantastic.
things to discuss and explain. So, yeah.
Of course. Yeah. Okay. So firstly, PIP is shaping the future of payments with a fully integrated suite of Web3 payment products. Could you quickly explain to the community PIP's role in the growing crypto ecosystem and how you help bridge the gap between Web2 and Web3 through seamless transactions and monetization? What benefits does this bring to individuals and also retail users and consumers within crypto?
Okay. Of course, and I mean, at PIP, and we are so committed to shaping the future of the payments with the fully integrated suite of the Web3 payment products. And we believe that the future of the payments lies on the blockchain technologies and decentralized finance. And so we are working to make it as easy as possible for people to participate in this new economy. And by providing a seamless and user-friendly experience for making transactions and monetizing contents, we are helping to bridge the gap between Web 2 and Web 3. This makes it easier for individuals and businesses to assess the benefits of blockchain technology, such as faster and more secure transactions and the ability to monetize contents without intermediaries taking a cut.
Fantastic. No, very, very good. Thank you again, for the comprehensive answer. And very, very interesting as well. If you would like, obviously I'm sharing my screen at the moment to sort of showcase PIP and the website. If you'd like to share the screen at all to perhaps highlight something you're talking about, you're more than welcome as well. It's completely up to you. The next question, that our editorial team have prepared. So the PIP browser extension now allows users to make payments on various social networks. Are there limitations to the kind of social platforms users will be able to send and receive money on with PIP? And also, which of your product suite allows for such functionality? Yeah, I think we know the answer to that anyway. But also, are there ways that users can send crypto to non-PIP users at the moment?
I think it's a very good question. So, okay, so the PIP browser extensions allows users to make payments on various social networks, including Twitter, Discord, GitHub, and we are Twitter, and also the Twitter. And we are going to add some more social platforms later. But anyway, and we are and also we have another feature which is a PIP tag. So this can be used. This can be used for sending this. These tags can be used for sending users send and receive payments through the social media posts, emails, or any other web content. Basically, the P tag is a unique identifier that can be added to any content, whether it's a tweet, blog post, or even email. So when someone clicks on the P tag, and the extension automatically detects it, and they are taken directly to the payment page where they can send or receive payment in cryptocurrency. So for example, if you are like a freelance writer and you want to receive payments for your articles, you can just simply add the pip tag string to your email signature or your blog post. And when a client or viewer clicks on the pip tag, they can easily send your payment in cryptocurrency with the pip extensions. The great thing about the pip tag is that they allow for seamless payment without requiring the users to leave the platform they are on. So, the different from other platforms that require users to register or to sign up, we can just send the money just by clicking the pip tag without any registration. And of
Fantastic.
course,
Yep.
And of course, users can also send money to the non-pip users with our own escrow system. So, for example, you can send the money to anyone with the PIP extensions, and if the receiver registered to PIP in 24 hours, he or she can receive the money. But if not, the money's if not, if a receiver forgets to receive the funds, and it will be automatically refunded to the sender. So senders do not have to worry about if their funds are gone or not. So yeah, those all the funds are perfectly managed by our escrow systems, and it will be processed automatically. So senders can
Fantastic.
just freely send the money to anyone who is pictures or not. So yeah.
Good. In terms of pip tags, are they user customizable, and how do people go around claiming their own pip tag? Would it be worth people getting in there early now to claim, a nice short one like at T0 or something? Or, how are pip tags formatted? How perhaps can people claim their own pip tag?
Yeah, as I said before, so if you type up like a pip tag, there's like a certain format. So like, for example, user at pip or user at USDC, or because we have so many tokens to support. So and the receivers can just type the username plus at plus their tokens to receive. So if those tags are injected within any form of website, such as Twitter, Reddit, even a blog post, even a Discord of browsers, and the pip extensions automatically detects those tags and make that text to hover. So if the pip extension if the user with the pip extension hovers the mouse cursor on their detected pip tag, and then the payment module automatically opens, and people just can send the tokens anyway, without it's downloading downloading additional programs or not. They do not have to do that.
Indeed. And some users now are, essentially putting their pip tags in. So this is what a pip tag looks like. Your essentially username, then at pip. And these, some on screen at the moment, essentially how they're formatted. Obviously, with your Chrome extension, it sort of incorporates social networks pretty much seamlessly. It's like... pip is part of that social network, when you're using it. In terms of people perhaps that, don't have Chrome and exclusively use a mobile phone, for example, do you have plans to branch out to, those people that don't have a computer but just use a mobile phone?
Of course, we also offer the services for the mobile users, such as the Pip Me. And as I will say about the pip buttons, and even the payment even the payment links, and all of the pip services based on the web will be also available for the mobile user. So they do not have to worry about that. They can just register for the pip, and then just access the all of our web applications and just make the links or like make buttons or make their own pin me and just get the funds or send the funds, anything.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. And as you can see, listeners, viewers, on screen at the moment is essentially your pip. Well, your pip me. It's a little bit like, well, reminds me a little bit of something like Linktree or something like that, where you can have your your links, socials, NFTs. That's the key part here. Sort of in your profile, and again, customize your page. Again, similar. Well, I personally think, a little bit to Linktree, but with that whole Web3 integration, which is fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Oh yeah,
Go
no,
ahead,
after you, please.
I mean, I think that the biggest difference between those Web2 based so profiles and our PME is that we offer a lot of we offer a lot of like Web3 specialized functions, such as posting NFTs or since the PME infrastructure is also integrated with the PIP extension and also PIP tags, so people can just receive their cryptocurrencies so easily by using their own customized PME page. Yeah, so
Fantastic. Yeah,
that will be the PME. So the customized PME page will be will be one of the biggest advantages for creators or any people who create contents who wants to get their rewards or prices with the cryptocurrencies, and those services will accelerate the trends of the daily cryptocurrency using.
indeed. Yeah, and a lot of the listeners at the moment who are fans of Pip, are big fans of Pip. One person says, Nasip Udin says Binance should use Pip tag, to get easier. But yeah, it is a lot easier to remember a Pip tag and use a Pip tag, other than as opposed to trying to remember your EVM address of like 0x. Blah, blah, blah. I don't think anyone actually knows their own thing.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So it is. It's very easy, and it's a very good method to send and receive crypto. The third question that I have for you is, so we have covered it a little bit already, but it'd be good perhaps to go a little bit more into depth. So one of your products, Pip Button, allows individuals and businesses to easily integrate and accept crypto payments. Can you explain, please, how the Pip Button works and how individuals can embed crypto payment buttons on their websites? And also, does this process require technical knowledge of any sort?
I think this is one of the highlight questions about our pips. So, okay,
Great.
Sure. Okay, so the Pip button is a simple and easy to use tool that allows anyone to accept crypto payments on their websites. So to get started, all you need to do is just go to the Pip website and generate the payment buttons and embed it on the website, just copying and pasting the code snippets and just on their website. So it is very easy. It is so easy that they can just copy and paste a few lines of code, and you don't need any technical knowledge to get started. And once the button is set up, your customers can use it to make payments using a variety of the different cryptocurrencies. So we take care of the rest, from processing the payments to sending you the funds directly into your wallet. So, and we assume that this is one of the great ways to start accepting crypto payments without having to deal with technical details.
Indeed. And users, as you can probably see, it's very easy to set up. So on the screen now, button.getpip.com. And all you need to do, how do you want to receive? Choose the currency and set the amount. So, for example, you choose your network, your token or coin, say the amount. So let's just say $100, and this is how it'll look. Simple. Yeah, as you said, you don't need to code or anything, and it's really very impressive and very easy for perhaps businesses that don't currently accept crypto payments to accept
And
crypto
and
payments.
also one of the interesting points of the pip button is that you don't have to register for that. So you don't have to register or like sign off for making the buttons, and just visit the button.gappip.com and choose the currency that you want to receive, and set the amounts and customize your buttons, and just copy and paste all the codes into the website, and that's all. Wow.
Perfect. No, that's brilliant. And at the moment, obviously, you offer buttons on BNB Chain, and then Solana, Ethereum, and also Polygon. Are you planning to expand to even more chains outside of these four?
Of course, all of our plans are already stayed on the roadmap, and we are currently planning for integrating some of the EVM based chains. But as we always said, the BNB chain has a lot of creative communities, and I think the pay will be the BNB chain will be the one of the biggest ecosystems that it can be used for that. So
Most definitely. And one thing that a lot of places, if they accept crypto payments, they'd accept primarily, not primarily, but yeah, a lot of companies that do accept crypto payments, accept Bitcoin. Would you be, are you thinking about maybe adding a Bitcoin receiving method at all to this list? Or because it's completely different from the EVM chains and obviously Solana as well that you've got there. But is this something that you've thought about?
yeah, and I mean, we have a lot of conversation of the what will be the next currency to support, and Bitcoin was one of our considerations, but the reasons that we focus on like BNB chain and like BP tokens is that the fee. So since as I said before, since we are looking for the future of the micropayments, and the fee is one of the important factors that we need to consider. So for example, if you send like a $1 or like a $0.1 to other people, and just paying for like a almost like a $2 or $3 fee, and that is unreasonable. So but the BNB chain offers a very efficient blockchain infrastructures, and also the lower fee compared to other blockchains. So that's why we are currently focusing on building and developing products on BNB chain. Yeah, I mean, Bitcoin is one of the great options, but I mean, those currencies are so big. So I think we have to think about more for adopting those coins. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think what you're doing is brilliant. Yeah, sort of bringing Web 2 users to Web 3 and making it easy for mass adoption, which is certainly what the crypto world needs. A listener has just asked, a similar question to what I asked. So Ridwan Raji, obviously you asked, Bitcoin Lightning integration. Hopefully, your question was answered in the last explanation. Before we perhaps move on, would you be able to tell people how to join your community? You know, obviously you've got Twitter, Discord, Telegram, Medium, YouTube, and Reddit, and you've got a very active community, especially in the comments as well. Where perhaps should people go to learn more about you? Obviously, they can go to getpip.com, scroll right to the bottom, and there are all their social links. But where is your community perhaps most? Where does your community thrive most? Which one of these is the most active in terms of discussions and things?
Obviously, get Twitter, Discord. So, I mean,
cool.
I really love the active community in the Discord, and I really enjoy their comments, their discussions, or even like some of questions when like that. So, I mean, I really want to share like important news about the PIP products, but I really want to say that, but but since I really enjoy their ratings, so okay, I'll wait for it. I will wait for it until the official announcement is announced. And so if you are the newly entrant Web3 users and wants to get into the PIP community, and I personally recommend you to join the Discord at first and talk with other users and our PIP squads, PIP soldiers, and PIP warriors, and get to know about what's the PIP and how the PIP can use for your businesses or your personal payments. And then if you get interested more about PIP, and I recommend you to get into the official docs, because we take care of a lot about our contents of the docs for the easier understanding. So if you have some time for that, if you some time to invest for understanding the PIP ecosystems, I really recommend you to visit the docs page and to read about that. But anyway, the best starting line to join the PIP community is Discord.
Fantastic, good. And you've got probably one of the best vanity links I've seen, which is just discord.gg/pip. Yeah, so easy to remember. So if you'd like to join the PIP community, learn more about their Web3 integration into Web 2 or into the Web 2 world, discord.gg/pip is the way to go. But I think what you're offering is very, very good indeed. And I'm not surprised BNB Chain themselves have you as one of their projects in the spotlight. It's impressive, and it's enabling mass adoption, which is what the world needs, because for so long you did need to be very sort of quite knowledgeable at how to use quite technical minded really to use crypto. But what you're doing, obviously, you're simplifying things, giving people a PIP tag, which is very easy to remember and use. Thank you, Pip. Before we perhaps move on to our next guest, is there anything that you'd like to bring up that I haven't raised at all or asked?
There are so many products out there, so you can just visit our web pages and check each product. Though each landing pages of the products are so well designed, and you can find all the functions that you can use right now promptly by visiting the homepage, visiting the web page. So yeah,
indeed.
And
good.
also we are this is our upcoming plan, and we are also planning to release a product called Invoice, so people can request their monies easily, by just sending a link and just making a invoice for that. And I think it'll be one of the revolutionary tools that changes the whole business or personal level payment system.
Indeed. Good. Well, thank you very much, Albert, and listeners. Getpip.com or discord.gg/pip is the place to go. On the screen now, you can see sort of your personalized page, what you could have, and as well with your PIP tag. Easy. But thank you very, very much once again, Albert. It's been very interesting talking to you, learning more about PIP. I'll join your community after this and say a quick hello and thing. Well, not a quick hello, but I'll stay there for a long time and make my own PIP me profile and things. But thank you very much, Albert. It's been very, very interesting talking to you indeed.
Thank you. And if you make your own PIP, feel free to share your design and your personal website on the Discord, because we are selecting one of the best designed PIP and rework for that. So
I'll make sure to win that. I'll give it a good go, actually. No, that'll be good fun. Brilliant. Yeah, I'll get to that. Yep. Sorry, go ahead, Albert. Yep.
Unleash your creativity in your PIP page.
Indeed, yeah. You can see listeners, viewers above the scrolling through now. Unleash your creativity, and I'll do the same. So I'll join it, make my own PIP me address and page, and you'll be able to see that. But thank you once again, Albert. It's been very, very interesting talking to you. You're a very excited community as well, which is great to see. But thank you, Albert, and speak very, very soon.
You're welcome. Thank you, Tom.
Thank you. Great. So that was obviously Albert from Pip, which very exciting stuff. And I genuinely mean it. I'm going to make, myself one of these. And I do think it's great that they're enabling adoption of crypto to be easier to the masses. Because as I said, it is hard getting into crypto, especially DeFi, if it's not a centralized exchange. If you are looking to, send funds to someone, just, using your MetaMask and things, you do to an extent need a little bit of sort of technical know-how. Up next, we will have Magic Square. I keep on nearly calling them Magic Store because their website is magic.store. And before that, though, I'm just going to quickly say a little bit about our sponsor, and then we will get onto Magic Square. So as you might be able to see in the corners, there's this thing called BSC Protect. And also in the title of this video, it says, sponsored by Bloxroot. So what Bloxroot do, they offer a number of services, but the one that we're advertising is called BSC Protect. And what this is a custom RPC URL, completely free to use, that you put into your MetaMask or similar wallet, and it stops you getting front run or sandwiched attacked. So you might have seen perhaps on PooCoin, Deck Screener, there's a transaction either side of your transaction. So a very large buy and a very large sell, or vice versa. And essentially what that is, it's called front running or a sandwich attack. It happens when you use perhaps too much slippage, which is very easy to do if it's perhaps a volatile token. Hold on, I'm just going to, there we are. Okay. Yeah, QR code on screen now. So perhaps it's a volatile token, you need to use a lot of slippage, or it's a newly released token. And again, it's volatile, or if the project has tax and you need to adjust for that, and perhaps you might get a little bit wrong. And so anyone and everyone can get front run in DeFi, but using this custom RPC URL on screen now, it will prevent that. I personally use it. Obviously, this isn't financial trading advice whatsoever, but for me, it's a no-brainer because it's completely free to use, and I don't have to worry about getting front run, which is great. Anyway, the QR code is there, and the QR code will sort of stay up as well in the corner down there. Anyway, without further ado, Magic Square. So from Magic Square, fingers crossed that this works. I'm always a little bit nervous when I add a guest, just I'm not sure if it's going to work. But anyway, Michael from Magic Square, welcome to the stream. How are you?
I'm doing very well, Tom. How are you?
Very, very well. I can hear you loud and clear, and that's always a little bit of a relief. But yeah, welcome. Thank you very, very much for your time. Would you like to begin perhaps by introducing yourself and maybe a little bit about the team at Magic Square?
Absolutely. So my name is Michael. I'm the COO at Magic Square. Been with the company basically since the beginning, so it's been about 14 months now. The team of Magic Square is actually built by professionals that come from the traditional high-tech industry, fintech high-tech industry, with over 20 years of experience in startups, venture capitalists, marketing professionals, and obviously tech professionals as well. The founders, when they basically met each other and they got this idea of developing Magic Square, they're both in the gaming industry. I mean, gamers themselves, and being avid gamers, you have Steam, right? Steam is the place where you go to discover games. And when they were talking with each other on where do you discover Web3 projects today? Like, where do you go? What's the go-to place? And I've been listening on the PIP presentation for the past 30 minutes, and I'm personally very impressed with what they're building. But the question is, where do you discover projects like PIP today? So we were actually at a conference or several conferences over the past year, and we always ask this question. And whenever you ask that question to someone, they just look completely blind. No one knows what to answer. So some people say Reddit, other people say Google, maybe Twitter, some KOLs or influencers, but it's always a different answer, right? And that's where the idea for Magic Square came from, to have one place where users can discover Web3 projects. So we become an industry standard. So when you wanted to look and find what's the hottest new project out there, you know that you will go to Magic Square. So that's basically in a sentence what Magic Square is and why it was built by the founders. But it's not just that. It's not just a discovery platform. It's a platform where users would be able to engage with the projects, and every single part of their engagement will reward the users. So they're coming here and they're not just discovery quality projects, and I didn't even get to the greatest point of it. They're also rewarded for their time and efforts. Last but not least, these projects, every single one of them that is on the store is community vetted. So this means that in order for the project to be able to access the platform and to get presented on it, it has to go through a community validation process. Now, that, especially after this year, when we had all these projects that didn't go the right way, let's say it like that, we believe that there's an element of trust and transparency that is missing in the space. And having a project or a discovery platform where each project is community vetted, we honestly believe will help to heal this process of trust and transparency with the space, where, let's call it, moms and pops would feel comfortable to come and access the platform because they know that there's an extra element of safety that it has been looked by industry experts and the community. So it's very exciting. It's a very exciting time to be part of the space, and we're really happy to be part of building it, even in these market conditions, to be part of the growth forward.
Definitely. Well, Michael, thank you very much. And you are right. It is, again, something that's needed in this space. And finding, but because I'm a big fan of, or particularly projects in crypto that incorporate gaming. I could call them GameFi projects. That might perhaps be, a bit of an overused term. But yeah, finding new ones. As you said, you can go on Reddit. I often go on Twitter and just sort of use a hashtag GameFi. There are lots of them, which are quite questionable. Is this a legit project? So having Magic Square is very, very useful indeed, sort of all in one place. And also, community vetted projects as well.
Exactly.
And also there's not often that I'll see a project that I've never heard of before, and there are quite a few on here, which is really exciting to see. So would you be able to explain to us a little bit about the community vetting process, and perhaps
Yes.
If a person's in your community and they find a project that they think this is really good, how it could get added to Magic Square?
Absolutely. So first and foremost, when a project wants to list itself on the store, it has to go through a pre-approval process. The pre-approval process is done by our team, which are industry experts, which know what to check. So we're looking at tokenomics, we're looking at audit reports, we're looking at the LinkedIn of the founders, their Twitter, their socials, to see the level of engagement, to check the actual product itself, the UI and the UX experience, to see that it's actually functional and working. Because you have a lot of other websites that can call themselves discovery platforms or marketing websites, which basically allow any project to list themselves there, and there's not really of a screening process. So once the project finishes the pre-approval process, then it goes up to a vote of 14 days on Snapshot, where the community is able to vote whether it's a yay or nay, if they think that the project is eligible or should be on the store itself. After 14 days, if the project has over 60% of votes and at least 100 votes of a yay, it will be on the store. If it doesn't pass that voting, it will not be on the store. And I can tell you that we had projects that were begging us, and they were saying, we will pay you, we will give you money if you, change and tweak the results, and it's a no-go. Our reputation is what matters for us here, and we're not going to harm it for anyone and anything.
Fantastic. No, I think that is, very good. Obviously, shows integrity, and also, it keeps the quality of projects on your site a good standard. Obviously, there's going to be some projects that are genuinely good, have a great team, but perhaps don't make it at the end of the day. But everyone understands that, and it's not in inverted commas a rug. So
exactly.
What you've got on your website at the moment, I think it's very impressive. I do now just want to click through all these projects that I've not come across. I think it's fascinating, to have it all in one place. It is exciting. So yeah, after this, I'm going to have a session of just exploring. Yeah, which is good. Our
One
editorial.
more
Oh,
thing.
sorry. Yeah.
Sorry about that. But one more thing that I wanted to add, which is also important, because you mentioned that there are a lot of projects that you never heard of. And that's a problem for both users and developers, because if I'm a young developer and I don't have deep pockets or I don't have very strong backing, how am I going to put myself out there? It's practically impossible today, because social media engines or search engines are very limited for crypto projects, right? And then you have perhaps KOLs or influencers that ask for huge amounts of money up front. So when you have a young developer that built a great product and just doesn't know, because they're tech, they're not very marketing oriented, so they have no idea how to even start. They have no idea where to begin to promote their project. And that's why we see ourselves as a location where young developers that build amazing projects can list it on our store. And most importantly, to list the project on the store is completely free of charge. And unlike traditional Web2 app stores like Google or Apple, we don't take any percentage of the revenues as well. This is why actually a few months ago, we had a really cool coverage by TechCrunch, and I'll post the link afterwards in the chat, where they called us the developer-friendly app store, or the Web3 app store, so to say, which is, we have no fear to say that we are going against these Web2 app stores, and we are going to be the alternative in Web3.
Fantastic. No, it's great to hear. And what would the process be for a person that's made a platform and wants to essentially have it on your site? What do they need to do? Obviously, they can't. Money's not going to buy their way in. What would be the process to have them on your in your ecosystem?
So simple sign up form. I can also post it afterwards in the chat here, and it also exists in the banner. If you go to the main store, the main page of the store, it's you will find a list your project. It's right in the middle one, drive 10% user growth. So list your project today. They have to fill in their details there. Once they fill in their details, our team will reach out. They will explain to them everything. We have dedicated support that guides the developer team through the process. Even if things are unclear, if there are any questions, we will explain everything from A to Z, so they understand the process, they understand the flow. 100% transparency, both for users and for developers. If they pass the validation, great. If they don't pass the validation, they can try again 30 days after. But this is any person, any app can list itself. So it's not just games, it's apps, games, DeFi, CeFi. It doesn't matter what chain you're on. I mean, our project is built on BNB, but any chain project is able to list itself. And we support both web, desktop, and mobile apps. So basically, every type of project in the Web3 space is able to list itself on the store. We currently have over 320 apps that finished the listing and validation process, and we have several hundred more in the pipeline. Now, interesting, we actually added a really cool feature. If you look, there's a button on top that's called Upcoming. And this is something that does not exist anywhere today. A lot of apps that are in development or beta apps aren't able to get the recognition that they need, and in the early stages. So these are all apps that are not even mainnet. These apps are still in development. Each app, if you go on, just click on any random app, not on the open, it's a closed beta, so you aren't able to enter the actual pages yet. But you see it says on top, launch estimated on that and that date. Once that date reaches, obviously they have to update it if they aren't able to reach the deadline in time. Then they go through the validation process.
That's clever.
Exactly.
Okay. So yeah, they haven't got their full product out. So they're not sort of in, listed on your main ecosystem site yet, but you sort of got your eye on them for when they do.
Exactly. And then users of the store are able to give the product suggestions. So for mainnet products, for mainnet projects, they will leave reviews, like user reviews or trust reviews. And for apps that are in development on beta or testnet, they can leave them suggestions if the project gives a beta, space for users to try out the system. So yeah, it's just about helping developers to grow their communities, even not from day zero, but from day minus, even before their project launched.
Very good. No, I think it's very interesting. And again, I'm going to want to now check out a load of these. For example, this one. I mean, it doesn't sound very enticing, but pile blocks. You know, I don't know. I'm going to, spend a long time going through a lot of these. After this stream, I think, the system that you've got, I personally don't know anything like it. I think it's really very interesting and good indeed. And in terms of community voting, and sort of vetting the projects, do they need to, perhaps hold a certain token, or do they just need to be part of a Discord, or how does that work? If a person, wanted to be part of this vetting process and part of your community, what would they need to do?
So currently we're in closed beta. We have over 250,000 users that signed up to the waiting list, but we are still in the process of making the product public ready. So to sign up as a validator is not open yet, but we hope to be able to release a public version in the upcoming weeks. So this is a very exciting time that we're on the podcast today, because we're looking at weeks until we have a public version of the store that any person can come and access and use it, become a validator and all that. In order to be able to control the flow of validators, and because obviously any process can be manipulated if projects really want to, but we're going to make sure that the validators have been active on the store for a minimum amount of time. So it's not going to be a situation where a project just files submission to be validated, and then suddenly he has 10 or 20,000 votes, which could be fake or manipulated or not. So they have to be active on the store for a minimum amount of time, and also have been engaging with activities on the store, and only then they'll be eligible to become validators. And the rest of the process is done through Snapshot on the voting system there.
Brilliant. No, I think, I would like to be part of that. So I'm going to keep my eye out. Sounds very exciting. So I've got a number of questions for you to sort of explore Magic Square a little bit further, which was prepared by our editorial team. We might have covered some of them already pretty much comprehensively. So if we have, we'll just move on to the next one. But so firstly, according to your light paper, Magic Square's vision is to build a foundational infrastructure that drives the expansion and prosperity of the Web3 app ecosystem. Could you break this vision down in a way that explains to the community what the project is trying to achieve in the short and long term? So I think, obviously we've covered, Magic Square, but perhaps your long-term goal. Do you see perhaps Magic Square as the place to go to look for the latest and greatest Web3 apps, down the line?
First of all, yes. Let's start with that answer. Yes.
Yep.
But I would say that in our opinion, the goals for the short term is to become the industry standard for discovery. But that's just the short term. In the long term, our focus would be also to enable both users and developers to have engagement and retention tools, because retention is one of the most problematic things today in Web3 projects. You have projects that had tens of thousands of weekly active users, and then suddenly they have zero. So why does that happen? So we're going to offer tools for developers for retention as well, engagement and retention. The main goal in the long run is to allow developers to focus on building the product, and we will provide them the tools to acquire users, to engage with them, and to retain them.
That's very good. No, again, supporting the project and the developers, the way to go. Thank you. And moving on to the next one, again, we've discussed this a little bit, but sort of approached it from a little bit of a different angle. But how does the DAO mechanism work in the Magic Store solution to vet, rank, and prioritize dApps and prevent inappropriate listings? How do you ensure that Web3 dApps being ranked and prioritized are legitimate and trustworthy for the community? I think we've pretty much covered that one. But if there's anything more you'd like to say about it, you're more than welcome.
Absolutely. In terms of the DAO mechanism, so we covered the validation process, the pre-approval and the validation process. But in the store itself, you would see that there are different blocks or where projects are actually presented. every single block is represented by the score that the users give them. And this is a volatile and changing score. So projects cannot pay to be up here. Let's say if Quest 3 is on favorite tools on the top left button, so a project or Mobox on the top three hottest apps,
Sorry.
no problem. You cannot pay to be in that specific section. That is based on an aggregation of the user score and the trust score, which is given by the community. So this gives an incentive for projects to continuously improve their product, which is something that is really important for us, because obviously at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how good you are in marketing. If you don't have a good product and you don't listen to your community and you don't improve it based on the feedback that you're getting, then you're going to get to a standstill eventually. So we want to incentivize the project developers to continue and improve their product so they can get more and more reviews from the community. And by getting reviews, positive reviews, obviously, then they will have a higher space in the store and in the blocks in the store.
Very good. Yeah, and you can, I can see that, yeah, the sort of the projects at the top are very reputable. We had, Joe Pegs and that ecosystem on, I think, about a week ago on the live stream, which is good. A Kyber Swap, that's, huge. And the projects that you've got here are vast. It's not just, limited to, GameFi. It's everything. Yeah, obviously you've got swaps, launch pads, DeFi, NFT apps, exchanges or DeFi exchanges, tools, finance world, and obviously the games, which I'm very excited about as well.
Games are big. Games are big, yes.
Yeah, I'm big fan. So the last question that I've got from our editorial team is, according to your roadmap, the SQR token launch has been slated for the first quarter of 2023. Is the TGE still a priority, or are there other aspects of your products you'll be focusing on at the moment, and also why? Would you be able to explain the use to earn mechanics of your native token to the community? So that's one thing that we haven't actually explored. So yeah, your use to earn. Obviously, you mentioned at the start. Go ahead, Michael.
So TGE obviously depends on market conditions, and this is something that we continue to keep an eye on. We're going to launch the token only when market conditions are suitable for it. But until then, even though the SQR token, which will be our native utility token, is live, users are still going to be able to use to earn on our platform. They just won't be able to do it through the SQR token, which will be the plan after TGE. But they will be able to receive prizes based on their activity and engagement on the store. These tasks can be validation tasks, obviously, leaving reviews, referring users to the store, referring users to projects, which is a big thing, being active in our Web3 affiliate network. And I'm just going to stop on that and explain a few words on what that is. So we built a Web3 affiliate network called Magic Boost. Now, by essence, it means to harness the power of the community in order to be able to drive new users to projects. Now, affiliate marketing is a concept that is very known in the Web2 world, but it's very unknown in the Web3 space. We've been talking to a lot of projects about it, and it's except of exchanges, most projects don't understand what affiliate marketing means and what value the affiliate marketing means can be for their project. Now, you yourself, I'm sure you're an avid crypto user, and you see these giveaways and awards every day on social media. Maybe you participate in them, maybe you're not, but I know personally that there are a lot of people that go to these Gleam campaigns and they do all the tasks and they retweet and they share and they this and they that to maybe win a reward at the end, right? It's always a maybe. Now, in the affiliate network, the same users are able to promote projects that present offers there. And it's not a maybe you win. If you promote a project and you drive new users to that project, you will earn. So we're changing the maybe into a will. So every single user that is on the stream right now, if they want to earn a secondary income, if they want to earn a supplementary income by promoting projects that they believe in, And they're already doing it. People are sharing threads. The Pip Army is doing an incredible job. I've been, following them, and I've been seeing what their, the replies are on the posts that BNB has been doing and the BSC team. Imagine that the Pip Army would do exactly the same, but they will add a referral link at the end of their comments, and that will drive new users to Pip. By doing that, both Pip wins because they are getting new users, and both the Pip Army wins because they are earning for bringing new users to Pip. So it's basically giving the community the ability to earn from their online activities, if it's through social media, through blogs, through YouTube videos that they're making, and they're very active. The Web3 communities, like the big ones, they are very, very active. So why not earn? Like, why are you doing what you're doing for free when you can earn for it at the same time of the exact same thing that you're doing? And on the other hand, the advantage of affiliate marketing for developers is that you only pay for results. And that's something that doesn't exist in other types of traditional marketing. So if you put an ad on Google, or if you put an ad on Twitter, or if you put an ad on Reddit, you might pay per impression, you might pay per click, per lead. But that doesn't necessarily mean that that will be a real and active user. It just means that you're putting yourself out there with the hope that someone would complete the registration process. With affiliate marketing, the projects can decide exactly what the conditions are that they define that will be a valid user that they are willing to pay for. So if you are Pip and you say, I want to pay only if someone completed the process, chose a username, and uploaded an avatar, then only then Pip will pay to the affiliate that promoted them. So you're asking me in the short term on what is the use to earn mechanism. I would split it into two. First of all, inside the store itself, once we go public, and that, like I said, in a matter of hopeful weeks, users would be able to engage and participate in activities on the store, drive new users to the store, leave reviews, suggestions, participate in voting, and by that they will receive karma score. The karma score in the future, when there will be a TGE, they'll be able to convert it to our native SQR token. But until then, users would be able to enjoy Binance gift cards based on their activity. Yes, I said it, the Binance gift card based on activity. And in Magic Boost, our Web3 affiliate network, the users can already start earning today. And we have affiliates that are earning, and these are just regular community members. It's just the regular community members that are earning thousands of dollars each month already today from promoting crypto projects. By the way, Binance is one of them that has an offer on the Magic Boost affiliate network. So yeah, there is a lot of opportunities for users to earn, and there's a lot of opportunities for developers to list themselves on the Magic Store and on Magic Boost, get new users, and only pay for results.
Brilliant. And what I was thinking as well, can users or the consumer side, not the customer, but the retail side of your site, and can the users there, when they earn tokens from use to earn, to put it very, very simply, do you have plans for them to be able to essentially reinvest those tokens back into your ecosystem, as opposed to maybe just sell them on exchange? Perhaps could they have some ranking up system on your site, or some, I don't know, would there be a possibility to reinvest those
Absolutely, yes. There are a lot of plans of what we're able to offer users part of our ecosystem in regards to the SQR utility token. We are going to release more information about that and all the utilities of the SQR token when we're closer to TGE. But I would say that it's rare to have a platform like ours where users are going to be able to earn. And what's meaningful about the earn mechanism on the Magic Store is that they're actually doing something which contributes to the Web3 ecosystem. Because when you promote projects on the store, you're promoting the growth of the entire ecosystem. When you're leaving meaningful reviews on projects and participating in validation tasks on the store, you're earning by doing something that contributes. I know it sounds cliche, but contributes to the greater good of the Web3 ecosystem. We honestly and truly believe that. So it's not just, and again, I'm a gamer, I love playing games, but it's not just playing a game and earning NFTs or earning rewards based on that. It's actual contributing to the projects which are on the store, engaging with the projects on the store, and earning based on that.
Fantastic. Thank you. Yeah, it's a very, very interesting and also needed ecosystem. Listeners, viewers, to access or Magic Square, I keep on nearly actually calling it Magic Store, is you just go to magic.store.
Magic.store.
Magic.store. And do you have off the top of your head, a Discord vanity link at all? Discord.gg/something, or where's the best place for users to essentially, join your community or communities?
So obviously I will send you. I will send you the link. I will send you the link to our link tree where users are able to access all of our social networks. I would say that if you are a beginner user and you want to learn about Magic Square, then the best thing that you can do is go to magic.store, open a Magic ID, connect your Twitter, your Discord, and your email account. By doing so, you would be the first to know about everything that's happening on Magic Square. You're going to be able to hear about the hottest promotions, about the hottest opportunities to earn, new projects which are listed on the store, all of the activities and the opportunities that you have to enjoy being a part of the community ecosystem. And so for developers as well, if you are a developer and you want to list your project on the store, all you have to do is access this link, which I sent you at the Telegram group, which you're able to present here. And by doing that, project developers, any project developer, doesn't matter what type of app you're building, come and list your project on the store, get validated, and you'll be exposed soon when we go public to hundreds of thousands of users which are waiting for a public beta, and enjoy from this exposure, because we're going to have a lot of campaigns that are celebrating this launch of this public beta and want you as a project developer to enjoy that as well.
Fantastic. No, that's brilliant. So the link tree, it's a link tree link. So the normal sort of linktree.e/Magic Square. The QR code as well for this is right there. So if you scan that, you'll be obviously taken to their link tree and be able to explore their ecosystem in depth. Michael, I could talk to you for a lot longer, and explore Magic Square in a lot more depth. But it's something that I'm definitely going to come back to pretty much straight after this, and explore more. I think what you've created, like the other projects on this broadcast as well, is very special and needed. That's the key thing. Yeah. So thank you very, very much for your time, Michael. It's been really, really interesting talking to you. And hopefully, we can catch up again soon and explore Magic Square in a little bit more detail and some other projects and how it's going. But it's very, really, really good. Good work.
Thank you very
Michael,
much.
Thank you very much. Good.
Thank you.
Speak soon.
Have a good weekend.
You too. Thank you very much. Fantastic. So that was Michael from Magic Square. Very impressive, and as I've said multiple times, something that's needed. Obviously, he said, to find out new projects, you might go on Reddit, Twitter, that sort of thing. But sifting through a lot of questionable projects, perhaps, it can be fairly difficult, but hopefully Magic Square can solve that. Once again, their website is magic.store. Their link tree is just here. It's the normal link tree link, just so linktree.e/Magic Square. So that's the Magic Square link tree right there. Their website is just magic.store as well. I keep also, as I said, nearly calling them Magic Store. However, also, on Twitter, all of their projects sort of are tagged, so you can just click on them to go through. We are now on to our final project, which obviously we've been... I'll sort of, let the project speak a little bit for itself, but it is very exciting indeed. I'm just going to share a tab quickly, and you'll be able to see... Ultiverse. And from Ultiverse, I think we are going to have Frank. So Frank, I'm going to add you to the stream. Frank from Ultiverse, can you hear me okay?
Hey, Tom, I can hear you. Thanks for having me.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for being here, and thank you for waiting around. Obviously, we're a tiny sort of bit late, but it is, it's very interesting, talking to the other projects, and obviously I'm really looking forward to talking to you. And we've just gone a little bit over. So yeah.
No worries. Yeah, it's very interesting to listen to all those very fantastic ideas.
And I'm looking forward a lot to hearing more about Ultiverse. So Frank, if you'd like to perhaps introduce yourself and maybe a little bit about the team at Ultiverse, that would be brilliant.
Yeah, definitely. So I am Frank, the CEO of Ultiverse, and our team is more like from the traditional gaming industry. We have been building and publishing games since 2014. And we started Ultiverse actually on 2021. So it's almost like 1.5 years. And we have a big team, both on Web 2 and Web 3. And now we have around 60 people working on Web 3. And we also work together with a lot of other game studios because we used to be publishers. And we have already built more than 300 games. It's like a AAA game, 2 of them, and also a lot of like social games, like mobile games. So you can find a lot of them on the Apple Store actually. And for Ultiverse, it's more like a metaverse or a metaverse platform. So our mission is to bring a very immersive and engaging experience for different kind of gamers and the content creators. And so in the Ultiverse platform, it's a little different with all the other existing platforms in both Web 3 and Web 2. So for example, if you see Steam, which is also a platform, right? It's like you go to a menu page and you go browse different kind of games there. But for us, we provide an immersive way for users to experience. So you can walk into a NFT marketplace. You can jump into like a bank for DeFi platform. And you can also teleport to different kind of gaming universe. So this is what we provide. If you watch a movie called Ready Player One before.
Oh, yes. I love it. It's like real life, but not in real life, but amazing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So what we're going to build is also create a platform. We call that Terminal City, like the Oasis in the Ready Player One. So people can bring their avatar. People can use their avatar and different kind of NFT assets to teleport to different kind of gaming universe. And all the game assets they can bring from one game to the other. And all the resources they accumulate in one game, they will be able to use that in the other games. So this is our mission.
And what a mission it is. No, I think that's very impressive. I mean, if you technically could, would you want to create a world or a system like Ready Player One? If you had, an unlimited budget, unlimited team, would you, Ultiverse, want to create a Ready Player One ecosystem?
Exactly. That's the final goal of Ultiverse. The way why we call us Ultiverse is because we think we're gonna be the ultimate metaverse for all the gamers. And that one it's exactly what the Ready Player One looks like. But as you mentioned, it needs a lot of budget, right? So we choose a path which is like build everything out step by step.
Of
so
course.
If you look at our roadmap, that would be like a different kind of components. We have like games, AAA games, social games, and we have our different kind of NFT jobs. We have done the Electric Sheep, the Genesis NFT job, and also the Moonlight, the second NFT job. And we just launched our mission platform a couple days ago, which is like a task platform, which will allow users to finish different tasks from different games and to get like Ultiverse score, which can be converted into token in the future after our TGE.
Very good. No, thank you very much. I wanted to quickly, obviously we're talking about Terminus.
Yes.
I'm just going to quickly play this video, if that's okay, on the stream. of NFT Gallery Showcase Texas. Actually, no, sorry, it's this one, a tour around Terminus City.
Yep.
Would this be a good example for me to quickly put on the stream? Is this okay with you if I do this?
Definitely. Yes.
Great. Hold on a moment. Just going to check it all works. Okay. Great. Well, here we go. So this is, a tour around Terminus City. I will just make it a little bit bigger, and here we go. Very, very cool. Indeed. There we are. Yeah, so that's a brief tour around Terminus City. That's very, very impressive. So obviously you said you have 60 people at the moment, working in or on your Web3 projects. So is all of that done in-house, and is all of that, like original and done by yourselves?
Yes, exactly. So they are all in-house. They are all full-time employees.
Fantastic. No, I think it's very, very impressive. I've accidentally closed your website as well, but that's fine because I can easily get it back up. I closed it quickly in a panic because sometimes YouTube plays the next video and I didn't want that to suddenly blurt out. But hold on just a moment. I'm just going to share it again. There we go. Fantastic. Okay. No, it's really, really impressive. It looks huge. And obviously, there's a long way to go yet, for example, the multiplayer aspect, but it would be great, having the social aspect of one part, and then, I don't know, maybe the first person shooter Ready Player One aspect in the same sort of place. I've got a few questions, again, prepared by our editorial team about Ultiverse. So the first one is Ultiverse is building a social gaming metaverse that connects Web3 with an immersive VR compatible virtual world. Despite a saturated ecosystem, the metaverse is still a developing concept that is properly yet to be defined. Can you explain the mission of Ultiverse and how your unique MetaFi model can have any impact on the traditional gaming industry and the way games are monetized?
Yeah, definitely. So, as I mentioned, Ultiverse is a blockchain-based gaming platform, and we are aiming to create a new standard for gaming and the digital asset ownership. So our mission is to empower gamers and content creators by offering a immersive and engaging gaming experience while providing them with a true ownership of their digital assets. And also we have a different layers of users and players. So one of our key features of Ultiverse is our metaverse model, right? So it combines the benefits of both decentralized finance, which is DeFi, and NFTs, and also metaverse model allows users to earn, to trade, and also to invest in different perspectives in the metaverse. And as I mentioned, we have like a user layering model, right? So imagine in the metaverse, in the Ultiverse metaverse platform, that would be like a different layers of users. For example, that would be workers, that would be gamers, and also that could be like investors, right? As I mentioned, we have different kind of games. We have social games, we have like SLG games, we have AAA games. So they fit for different kind of users. For example, when we publish the social games on like a traditional Web2 market, we do a lot of user acquisition. And all those users, they are not very likely to pay for your game assets, but they want to spend their time there. They can spend their time for watching ads in traditional gaming market, like a Web2 ads. But in Web3, they can be like workers. They can play to earn, right? They can generate resources. They can do mining. And all these resources they generated will be consumed by other gamers or investors in Web3 world. So if you're an investor, you can invest, you can purchase a whole city or different kind of buildings in the metaverse, but you're gonna consume a lot of resources. So in this case, you're gonna buy the resources which is generated by all those workers. So this is the mutual benefits we're gonna create in our metaverse model. Sorry, and I think this can make the whole economic system very sustainable, because people, they gonna not just earn, right? They're still gonna spend their money there. They're gonna consume.
Indeed. No, thank you very much for the explanation. It's all, obviously the graphics, it all looks very impressive indeed. When is a playable demo, or obviously you've got the mainnet launch phase 5 of the roadmap, but when perhaps can we expect more playable versions, perhaps maybe at first closed to the community, and then a sort of main launch? I know it's hard to put a date on game development, but are there any dates that you have in mind, or when, as I said, when could we expect playable products?
Yeah, that's a good question. Actually, we have already launched our alpha test a month ago, which is January 13th. We did a closed alpha for the Terminus City. So it's like 30 days ago, and we invited more than 100 people to join Terminus. They download the game patch and play that on their PC. So it's already there. And you can find that through our media platform. Actually, I can send you the YouTube link of the record of that demo day. And we also did a live streaming on Binance Live. And I still remember we got around 200K users watching the live streaming video, like in
Very
2
good.
hours.
Great. Well, congratulations. No, that's very good. Yeah, obviously, Binance is the arguably focal point for a lot of retail crypto eyes. They're a very, very powerful platform indeed. And obviously, your mainnet launch, a fully finished product. Well, I imagine a fully finished product, it'll always be updating, added to, changing. So perhaps that's maybe not the best term to use, but a full mainnet launch, do you have any idea perhaps when this could be?
I think that also depends on the market situation. As I mentioned, we have already launched our alpha version, which we can actually bring everything on the blockchain. The development has already been done, but the TGE, actually we want to choose a very suitable market condition to do the launching.
Very good. And this bit as well, I went here earlier, but now I'm back again. Are you ready to meet your meta girlfriend or meta boyfriend? So, I mean, and there she is.
Yes, hello. That's more like meta girlfriend. We have like
so, so what could my meta girlfriend do? Say if I had a girlfriend and this was her, would I be able to like hang out with her?
Yeah, exactly. So that actually the game we just launched a couple of days ago. You have another. Let me send you a link of that website. Okay. By the way, do you have a meta girlfriend? You'll need to purchase an NFT to interact with her.
Not yet. I mean, I don't have one yet.
But if I share my screen.
Oh yeah, was that your screen there? Okay, yeah. Hold on a moment. Great. Okay. Oh, hold on a sec. Oh, is this? And are you sharing the screen that you're sharing? Is that Andre?
It's not me, but I just.
Oh, okay. I see that. Yep, Frank. I see. Yep. Sorry. Oh, hold on. Okay. Yeah.
All right. So you can see my screen, right? So we actually launched our Mission Runner, which is our test platform, a couple days ago, and with the Moonlight. So the Moonlight is, as you mentioned, is our meta girlfriend, or your best friend forever in metaverse, right? And what you can do is actually you can interact with her every day. So you can. This is your girlfriend. Let's wait a little bit where it's loading. So you can dress her up, and you can talk with her, and you can also send gifts to her. So we can chat with her. So.
Oh, and she talks back.
So this is integrated with ChatGPT, which means you can interact with her as like a real human.
Wow. I don't really know what to say. It's very interesting indeed. Wow. Okay. Very interesting. And I think the question on a lot of people's minds watching this right now, I won't be alone in saying this, is, she's looks like an attractive woman in terms of 3D women.
Yep.
Is there a limit to what you can do? I mean, is she always going to keep her underwear on, for example?
Yeah, you always need to keep the underwear on, but you can change clothes. So for example, this is one clothes, right? You can change it to another.
Okay. Oh yeah, there she is, having a good time.
Dress her up, and by dressing her up, it's actually you're gonna mint an NFT.
Oh.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's all good. Oh. And then I expect she's very happy to get some new clothes.
Yes, but the transaction is going through and just successfully. So in the future, your girlfriend can be like this, and it's a dynamic NFT. So which means on the OpenSea, the jazz, all the levels will be updated if you mint that on the chain. So on the OpenSea, you will be able to sell the girlfriend with different jazz.
Very nice. Yeah. Okay. And obviously, if you sold your girlfriend on, the next person, would she be like, "Oh, I actually miss Tom. I don't really like you. I want to go back to Tom." Does she have memory, or does she just love the person that she's with at that time?
She actually has the memory. So this is an AI model, right? So all the chat history you have input, all the interaction you have done with her will be used to retrain that model. So we actually use the GPT-3, which is powered by OpenAI. So which means even you pass that to Tom, she probably still remembers you.
Yes. Good. Okay, cool. I can see I'm doing this back at her now. Yeah, well done. Fantastic. Yeah, very. Yeah, there's some projects that call themselves, you can have your own crypto girlfriend, but I think this is the most comprehensive crypto girlfriend I've seen yet. I mean, look at her. She's got everything. Yeah. Okay. And with the chat as well, is that to an extent, can it be censored? Because there's going to be people of all ages using this. I mean, is there a limit to what she can say? I mean, can she swear at you, or is she just
no? She can't. There's some limitations for her. Like for young people, we have some protection policies for that girl to speak out. No worries about that.
Cool. What about for old people? Can they take off those limitations?
No, they still can't.
Good.
That's a limitation
Good.
we set up. Yeah.
Good. No, that's what I want to hear and I like to hear, and that's very good. Wow. Blimey. Okay, right, moving on. Anyway, no, that's wow.
Maybe you should get one from the OpenSea.
Yeah, well, I don't want to, spend this stream sort of looking at 3D women. So after this, maybe, but right now, perhaps, right now, no, because I don't want to have all this stuff on stream. But I think it's really, really interesting, and I'm glad. We've sort of gone into depth of that. But my next question for you, prepared again by our editorial team, the wonderful editorial team, is you have a quite interesting roadmap that's been divided into different phases, but without specific timelines. I sort of asked you this earlier as well. What phase at the moment is taking up your time, and when can we expect, or when could the community expect a launch of your metaverse platform, Terminus City, and also the game Endless Loop? Obviously, we did touch on that, but if you'd like to maybe expand on it a little bit more, if there's anything else you have to say, you're more than welcome.
Yeah, sure. So great question. And I think the focus for us now is to bring more games into the platform, right? So if it's a metaverse platform, that means it should not be just only one game, right? It's going to be a series of games. And we have already get this covered, actually. In our pipeline, we have 4 games in the first 2 quarters of this year. So in March, we're going to launch a idle combating game, which is like a Pokemon Go. So you're going to collect your own Pokemon in the metaverse, and you're going to combat with other people. So this is one game. It's a social game. And then in the second quarter, around the May and the June, we're going to have 2 more games coming out. And we actually also build our protocol and the game SDK, which enable all the Web2 producers or game studios to be able to use them and publish games through us. And we are not very similar with like a Magic Square, like a Magic Store, or like a Steam. They more like all the games and the apps will be able to list it there, right? But for us, we are very selective. We may select like 5 to 10 games for the whole year, and we're gonna have like a full support for each of them, which means people playing that game will be integrated into Ultiverse. So the game assets is interoperable in Ultiverse. They can bring their NFT into Ultiverse Terminus City. And by playing that game, they will be even able to get the Ultiverse token. Think about the Ready Player One. It has like 3 keys, right? You play different kind of game, you collect the key, and you got the final rewards. So Ultiverse tokenomics is working in the same way. You go
Fantastic.
play different games, collect different keys, or we call that chips, because it's electric chip. We call that chips, and you collect the chips, and then you get the final rewards from Ultiverse. This is the concept of us. And for the timeline of the products, we most likely gonna launch the mainnet of Terminus City probably mid of this year. Still depends on the market situation, but the product is ready, and we're gonna host a very big event with Binance next month. March the 14th. It's an event inside Metaverse. It's a virtual event, and user will be able to claim a lot of rewards there.
Oh, and I mean, in maybe your mainnet launch, or maybe even hopefully sooner, if you have a Web3 girlfriend, is she going to follow you around? And is she going to be like next to you, walking around? Can you bring her with you? Could I bring her with me to this event?
Yes, you can see that 3D model is built based on our in-game engine. We put that on the browser, but also means you can embed that into the game already. So you can take her to walk around with you, but most likely I will keep her in the home.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean if that's what. Yeah, I mean I'd see what she'd like to do if she wanted to come.
Yeah, you can ask her. You can ask her for opinions.
Yeah. I mean whatever she'd like to do, it's all good. I hope she doesn't have any memory though of her past. I don't want to say owner, but her past person. Anyway, no, that's yeah, again, thank you very much for the in-depth answer. Exciting times lie ahead. Yeah, and I'd look forward to joining the Metaverse event with you, and obviously Binance as well.
Very welcome.
Thank you. And the next question that we've got for you, again, is can you explain, please, how Ultiverse's DAO and also sub-DAO will function within the platform and how they enable players to create mutually beneficial relationships and participate in the governance in the Ultiverse? Also, how does the team plan to balance the in-game tokenomics with the gameplay in a distinctive, sustainable way from the numerous existing platforms and games?
Yeah, I think I have mentioned a little bit before about this. So
you have.
as I mentioned, we have like a lot of side games or like games integrated into Ultiverse, right? And each game actually will have its own community. So this works like a sub-DAO. And the whole Ultiverse community is our main DAO, right? And we do voting, we do a lot of like governance in the main DAO, but for the sub-DAO, they can fight for their own rights. For example, one game, more like the social game, a lot of workers there, so they can fight for their benefits, right? What's for example, the price of the resources they mined, and how much token should be allocated to this sub-DAO or this game, like as rewards, right? A lot of things can happen in that way. And how to create the mutual benefits for different kind of users, just I mentioned before, like if you are a worker, you generate resources, then you sell that to all the investors and the gamers. And if you are a gamer or investor, you don't have enough time to do all the mining by yourself, right? So you hire the workers to do the mining, or you purchase the resources directly from them. And this is how we do the mutual benefits in our ecosystem.
Very good. Thank you. No, it's exciting times. Yeah, I'm still quite surprised, and in a way, to an extent, maybe lost for words on some of the platform. I think it's exciting. Obviously, easy to look at, easy on the eye, as they say. I have a question as well. Electric sheep.
Yep.
Would you be able to explain a little bit about this and what electric sheep is?
Yeah, so Electric Sheep is actually the first NFT job of Ultiverse. It's the Genesis NFT of Ultiverse, and there are 7,000 of them, and each of these Electric Sheep holder, like a NFT holder, they would get like a lot of privilege in Ultiverse. So for example, we totally allocate 2% of Ultiverse governance token to all these holders of Electric Sheep. And if you own an Electric Sheep NFT, in the future, you will be able to get a land airdrop of the Terminus city. And with the land, you will be able to build your own facilities, or your buildings, even your own business there. And also, it's like an avatar. You can see that from OpenSea. We launched that with the mint price at 0.5 ETH, and now it's around 1 ETH.
Oh, very good.
Yeah,
well, that is good.
Yeah, so that's because we keep providing privileges and benefits for all the holders of Electric Sheep as our main community member.
Yeah, no, that's exciting times. And obviously here we have a sneak peek of Endless Loop as well. And you can see on screen, I'm just going to zoom in a little bit because these are very cool indeed. Some of the sort of 3D models, assets of, well, weapons and a man there wearing a mask, or a person wearing a mask, which is very impressive. Would I be able to play this sneak peek video? Is that all right for me to do?
Yeah, it's already there, and I think we're gonna do it's already there. It's already developed.
Sweet.
And we're gonna do a closed alpha probably this year.
Wow. Okay.
And this
cool.
is just one game inside Ultiverse called Endless Loop.
Wow. Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just going to make it full screen. I'm going to, so full screen, Endless Loop sneak peek. Here we go. Let's actually, I'm just going to turn the quality up as well. So my upload speed for the internet is 350 megabits a second, but it might be fairly grainy on your viewer's side. Hope it's not, but yeah, here it is. Oh, I mean, it's a
short video, but you can
shorty.
see the full video from our YouTube link. I will share
Okay.
with you.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, a shorty, but a goodie.
That's
yeah,
how it
so
works.
it's not quantity, it's quality. That's what my girlfriend within Ultiverse once said to me. Yeah,
Good
it's
point.
not. Yeah, good. Fantastic. And to join your communities, where would you recommend people go? Can you remember off the top of your head maybe any links or anything? Listeners, if you are wondering perhaps how to join any of their communities at all, it's very easy. What you can do, you just go to ultiverse.io, and there are obviously their OpenSea. Not sure whether you can count that as a social community, but Twitter, Discord, and YouTube as well. Just at the very top right, I'm just going to share my screen just so you can see what's going on. So here at the top right, there we are again. There they are.
You see her again.
Yeah. Hey, there. Wait. Yeah, she's yeah, she. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So at the top right, ultiverse.io, that is the place to go to join their social networks and to be involved with the project. They have other links as well that I'm just going to share quickly as a QR code, so it's easy to do. 2 seconds. So this one, again, so Ultiverse Mission Runner. Oh, blimey. What?
Yeah, so this is free to play. You just need to register account, and you can claim a lot of points and soul points of Ultiverse, which can be converted to token later.
Yeah, no, good. Again, these people keep popping up like, what's she wearing? Nothing.
She's wearing a different dress. Yeah.
Oh, okay, good. Well, fantastic. Good. No, yeah, so the QR code for this, and again, the QR code for this is up there. So Mission Ultiverse. And the website is just mission.ultiverse.io if you're interested in obviously checking them out. Yeah, Frank, thank you so much for explaining the whole Ultiverse ecosystem to us. Before we start to wrap things up, is there anything that you'd like to bring up or that I've not asked you at all?
Yeah, definitely. Thank you, Tom. And I think, as I mentioned, we just launched the Mission Runner and also the Moonlight, that virtual girlfriend website. So it's actually free to play. So you guys should come to give it a try.
Maybe I will. Who knows? I might do. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I'll leave it there. Yeah, good.
Yeah, thank you, Tom.
No, thank you very, very much, Frank. It's been really interesting talking to you. I'll join your socials shortly and say hello there as well, and obviously follow all your project updates. But have a wonderful rest of your day, Frank, from Ultiverse. Thank you, Frank. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Tom. Thank you.
Fantastic. So that, ladies and gentlemen, was and is to come Ultiverse. Very interesting. A lot of the images that popped up, I wasn't quite expecting the graphics to be that good, let's say. Anyway, it's been really, really interesting having all of the projects on today. Once again, we are live every weekday, 5 p.m. UTC, here on our Twitter, which is just at BSC News, then also our YouTube, which is at BSC News Live. We do stream to other platforms as well, such as Rumble and Trovo, and you can find us there by just searching BSC News Live. If you'd like us to stream to another platform, let us know. We're more than open for taking suggestions, that sort of thing. Also, if you're an individual or project that perhaps has something to say, you want to voice your voice in crypto, send us a message on our Twitter at BSC News, and perhaps we can get you on and have a discussion. But normally every day we'll be talking about the latest and greatest crypto news, events, that sort of thing. And so far, every episode we've had great guests, as you've seen today. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very, very much. A real wide variety of projects there. Anyway, good night, everyone. Have a lovely rest of your day, lovely rest of your morning, wherever it is you are in the world. Bye-bye.